What is going on, guys? JPOD-SPORTS here, and welcome back to another video. And first off, I just want to start off by saying thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. It means a lot to me, all the support you guys give me in my videos. And if you are new, make sure to subscribe because the next goal is 300. So let's get into the video. One thing that really got me excited, which along with other Giants fans, was how sharp the offense looked this game. Even though it's preseason, I'm going to overreact because they were playing the Panthers starters, and the Panthers defense is no pushover. They have, in my opinion, a potential top 10, top 5 defense. Pass rushers, corners, their safeties are good. You got Von Bell and you got Jeremy Chin, their linebackers. They're no slouch of a defense. Offense might be question marks because you got that rookie Bryce Young, and then the O-line has looked pretty bad from the preseason, but our offense has looked really good today. We had Waller and Jones connecting all cylinders. Paris Campbell looked really good. Jalen Hyatt looked really good, but we'll get into him later. But a guy that kind of impressed me today was Evan Neal. Despite the one sack he let up, which he kind of got confused on an assignment, he did play a lot. He played like the full first half. I did like the way he played, but one thing that's still going to bother me a little bit, I did notice on one of the plays I was rewatching, the highlights, I kind of slowed it down to see what his footwork looked like. I think that's still something that needs to be worked on, but it's not something I'm too concerned with right now. I really like the way he played, and then along with John Michael Schmitz, and I think Azudu played pretty well today, and Bredesen. I think Bredesen will be the starter, and Andrew Thomas, though I don't even have to say anything about him, he's just phenomenal. He's top 3 player on this football team. He's a superstar left tackle. Should have been on top 100. Do not know how he wasn't a lineman. Get no love. Another good player on offense was Daniel Bellinger. Even though he had 4 yards, but it kind of shows when he's in the red zone, he's an effective threat. He showed that last year, and I'm happy to see that he's going to continue doing it this year, hopefully. But I really like the way the offense looked. Now, I wanted to also touch on something where Daniel Jones, he looks very poised in the pocket. He looks like he knows what he's doing this year. Last year, he didn't look unsure of things. He didn't trust players. But there was a play where the play broke down, and Daniel Jones ran for 7 or 6 yards. He gave a little pump fake, made sure he got out of the way, danger to not get hit because he's $160 million now. You cannot get that guy injured. And he just got out of bounds. He just looked very elusive, and it just looks like something. I'm not saying he's a top 10 quarterback. Well, I believe he is. He has the potential to be, at least. He just looks like something a top 10 quarterback would do because they're not going to risk themselves. They just look like they know what they're doing. They're going to keep the linebackers honest. They're going to pump fake, do all that stuff. And it just looks like he knows what he's doing. His footwork looks a lot better this year. And now I want to touch up on the rookies. The rookies look really good today. I think Joe Shane absolutely crushed this draft with first round pick Deontay Banks, John Michael Schmitz. You had Jalen Hyatt. We did not have a 4th round pick, I'm pretty sure. And then you have Trey Hawkins and then Jordan Riley. And you Javarius Owens also looked good. Jordan Riley looked really good today. That guy was blowing up every play he was in. He was playing with the starters too, and he was blowing up plays. I think there's a play coming up soon where he blew it up, but he looked phenomenal. He honestly kind of reminds me of a Damon Harrison. He's not going to get sacks all the time, but he's gonna stuff that run, and I think he could be a future big piece on this team. And another guy I want to talk about is Timon Fox. You know he's not a rookie, but this guy in North Carolina, he was getting consistent sacks every year. I think I don't know how he was undrafted, but I think it might have been done with his age. I think he's going to be making the roster as edge 3, potentially rotating in. I think that's going to be something to keep an eye on. Rookies look really good. Deontay Banks looked good today. I did see something. I think this is a thing that Brian Daboll does, where he will test his players. Kayvon Thibodeau, he's been having a struggle. He kind of struggled in training camp, and that's something they did with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, Brian Daboll has a history of trying to test his players. Daniel Jones looked terrible that training camp his first year of Brian Daboll. But Brian Daboll came out and said on the Boomer and Gio, when he was talking to them after one of the practices, that you got to do what you got to do. So it basically admitted to him doing that. So it wouldn't be the first time to try to test on your plays because he was going against Darren Waller a lot. And the same goes with Thibodeau. Maybe he's making it harder on him. You never know. It's just good coaching. I love that he does that. It really tests the player's motive and determination to get better. Daniel Jones did not let it phase him. Look how it turned out for him. But players I want to talk about, besides the rookies, Trey Hawkins also. Trey Hawkins, he just looks good. I think he's gonna be starting out there week 1. Obviously, I don't think maybe he's gonna play the entire game, but I think he's definitely gonna get most of the snaps. But I want to talk about some players that can be a sneaky roster spot. I'm looking at Jayshon Corbin beating out James Robinson. James Robinson has not really impressed me too much. I was happy with the signing, but James Robinson, I think, will never truly recover from that ACL injury. Jayshon Corbin provides kind of like a Shane Vereen look, where you could really use him in the receiving game. He's definitely got some. He's got some good speed in short distance, and he's got pretty good hands. I do like him a lot. And players that you should be really worried about: Jamison Crowder probably getting cut because he was kind of brought in as a returner, and Eric Ray is kind of just taking over that duty, and he's not gonna probably lose it because he's a draft pick. That's another guy. Another rookie that played really good today. He had a rushing touchdown, but I think that's our returner, and I don't think Jamison Crowder makes the roster. I think he's a good player, but I don't know if maybe they'll keep him on the practice squad. I don't know if he's gonna get signed or what, but I think he was. I like the signing. I like the signing for returning reasons, but if we don't need him, there's no point of having him. The best players should be worried about him and James Robinson. I do not think they're going to make the roster. But, yeah, other than that, the team looked pretty good today. I didn't really see anything with flaws or backup line looked good. I really liked the way the team played today. I was at the game, so I had to kind of watch the highlights. So I might have not seen everything that I didn't touch up on, but I like the way Eric Ray is on returns. He's a good track on the ball. That's a good thing to have a returner. But the last thing I want to talk about, the final rookie, saving the best for last, was Jalen Hyatt. And I really like the way he played today. He had that really nice touchdown. It was a post corner route. It was a 40-yard touchdown. When I was at the game, I thought it was like a 20-yard catch. That was a 40-yard touchdown. With his speed, he's going to have secondaries on watch because this guy's going to help Saquon Barkley, help Darren Waller, because you're not going to be able to have that safety and the extra safety in the box, extra linebacker, you name it, or even with Darren Waller, you're probably only going to have potentially 2 linebackers in the box. The Giants last year were facing like 4. So they're facing like 8 players in the box, which was a big problem. And we were still effective with it, but we kind of had to change up the playbook a little bit because Barkley was getting shut down. That's when we kind of went on our cold streak and started losing games. But now with the addition of Jalen Hyatt, which I don't think is going to start right away, but he had the drop, and then right after that he caught the touchdown. So it's put that play behind you mentality. I really like that players have, especially like if he has that. That's something you want to have because something more important than skill is your confidence. If your confidence isn't 100%, you're not going to play good. If you're doubting yourself, second guessing things, you're not going to give your best performance, and you're not going to be like, for example, Kadarius Toney. I don't want to talk about him all the time, which I've only talked about him twice, but like he just his confidence, like someone says something to him, he just lets it bother him. You don't want things to bother you, so you come in with like put that play behind you mentality. You're gonna be a good player in this league. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be about it. Let me know what you guys thought of this game and what you feel. If you think I'm overreacting, let me know. But I have nothing but good things to say about this team. One more thing. I do like the way Micah McFadden played today. I do think he's going to be the second middle linebacker. But other than that, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Link will be on my bio if you go right into my YouTube channel. So make sure to follow me on there. But that's going to be about it. So see you guys in the next one. Peace.